He sees the good in everyone, and I see the truth.
After a promising start for the DCU with Superman, all eyes were on Supergirl. Unfortunately, while there's definitely some good here, the movie as a whole just didn't work for me. Let's talk about it. Going into this, I wasn't expecting anything groundbreaking, but I was at least hoping for something that felt a bit more focused or memorable. Instead, what we got was a movie that never really finds its footing, even though there are some clear strengths trying to hold it together. The biggest strength here is Milly Alcock as Supergirl. She absolutely nails the character and honestly feels like she understands exactly what this version of Supergirl is supposed to be. She works really well as a contrast to Superman, where he represents hope and optimism. She's more rough around the edges, more reactive, and a little more emotionally volatile in a way that actually makes her interesting to watch. There are moments where you can really see what this version of the character could become, and that's what makes the rest of the film really frustrating to me. I really wish her first solo movie had given her a story that actually lets her flourish, instead of holding her back with a pretty standard and undercooked plot. The film leaves us with a weak villain and weak side characters that don't really leave much of an impression or impact on me. The story itself never rises above familiar superhero beats, and it constantly feels like it's recycling ideas we've seen a dozen times without adding much new to them. It's very similar to movies like Guardians of the Galaxy 3 or John Wick, and it does the same tropes those movies do, it's just less interesting than both of those movies. On top of that, the execution doesn't really help either. It really wanted to have a good soundtrack, but there are so many random needle drops that feel more like they were picked to fill space or be funny rather than to enhance any particular scene. There's also so many plot conveniences throughout the movie that it eventually becomes hard not to notice them. For instance, toward the beginning of the movie, they were looking for the villain, and he just kind of showed up in order to get Supergirl invested in the plot. I will say, it was fun finally getting to see Jason Momoa as Lobo. He's been very open for years about wanting to play the character, so seeing that actually happen on screen does feel like a payoff in of itself. He definitely brings the right energy to it, and you can tell he's having a lot of fun with the role. But at the same time, the movie barely gives him anything meaningful to do. The same goes for Ruthie as well. Between the two of them, they take out maybe 5 total goons across the entire film, which makes both characters feel strangely underutilized considering how prominent they are in the marketing and setup of the movie. I don't know, it just feels like a lot of missed opportunities across the board. And that's what makes this movie really disappointing because the foundation is there. Supergirl herself is a good character, and Milly Alcock proves she is more than capable of carrying a movie like this. And I really liked her in House of the Dragon, for all you Game of Thrones fans out there, like me. You can clearly see the potential, even when the script around Supergirl isn't doing her any favors. Hopefully we get to see her again soon in a stronger project, because this one just didn't land for me at all. That said, I'm still pretty optimistic about the future of DC under James Gunn. I thought Superman was a solid, genuinely fun start to the universe. Creature Commandos is surprisingly engaging in ways I didn't expect. And Man of Tomorrow is shaping up to be another promising entry. Hopefully that one's good too. That's why Supergirl ends up feeling like such a setback to me. As it's only the second film in the DCU, a release that feels this underwhelming risks slowing down a lot of the momentum and excitement that's been building around the new universe. And I think that's something worth being careful about going forward. If the DC wants this shared universe to succeed long term, every project really needs to feel like it's been given the time, care, and attention to detail that it deserves. Not everything has to be perfect, but it should at least feel intentional and fully developed. Personally, I'd rather wait longer between projects and get consistently strong films than see the studio rush out entries that don't quite live up to the potential of these characters and this world. Compare what the DC Extended Universe did to films like The Batman or Beyond the Spider-Verse, which still haven't come out, but I see no reason that either of those are going to be bad movies. I'm hoping this is just an early stumble rather than a sign of things to come, because I really do want to see the DCU succeed. Now it's your turn. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Or did it land somewhere in the middle? Let me know in the comments. If you liked this review, consider leaving a like and subscribing. I've got some more movie reviews coming your way soon. With that said, I'll see you in the next one.